Alright, yo, back with TJ. We're back with another video, and at the last episode, Vegas suffered a heartbreaking loss to the New Mexico City Flames. However, Las Vegas is still in the playoffs. However, so they take on the New York Jets. There could be a chance where next episode, it could be the Gamblers taking on the Flames in round 3. Or the Gamblers and Flames can meet up for the AFC Championship game. Those are the two possibilities. So, of course, you have Colts Ravens, Vikings, Bears, Gamblers, Jets, Eagles, Bucks. Those are the wild card games, but our main concern is the wild card game with the Las Vegas Gamblers. Vegas heads to New York to take on the New York Jets. This is their first playoff game. How will Case respond after throwing the game-losing interception last episode? Will he ball out and will the Gamblers advance? Or will the I'm sorry. Will the Jets actually win a playoff game at home? Yeah, that sounds very uncomfortable to say. Let's get to the video. Alright, rainy day in MetLife. It's raining in MetLife for the wild card weekend. I was like, fuck it, why not put out all 4 videos, you know? Week 16, 17, and of course, the playoffs. The AFC East was that bad, even though I gave the Patriots Jamal Charles. I thought the Patriots would easily win the division. Evidently not. The Jets ended up winning it. I can't believe that even happened. Like, the Jets hosting a playoff game. The Jets hosting the playoff game. You know, damn well this is Madden when this is the case. Anthony Holmes. There's Mark Sanchez. I think this is hold up, this is the first time in channel history we're seeing a wild card game. I just peeped that. This is the first time in channel history we are seeing a wild card game. We've always seen divisional rounds, conference championships, and of course, championship games. We've never ever done a wild card. Until now. Mr. Buff fumble himself. See Antonio Holmes in the back. Jets fans are actually hosting a playoff game. So, there's that. But it's end of the Jets fly over the stadium. Two teams did face earlier this year, though. I believe the Jets got the dub, or Vegas got the dub. One of those two. So remember, the AFC West went against the AFC East.
To what should be a fantastic football
showcase. And the Vegas Gamblers against the Bull.
Playing on their home field, and they want to be able to keep this advantage going.
Here comes Case Thornhill through the game-losing interception where he could have tied or went to overtime. Case was beating himself up earlier this week, saying that loss is mainly his fault. But as long as they're in the playoffs, they have a chance to redeem themselves. Grumper first play out of bounds. I mean, Thornhill could do the same thing the previous guy did, and some guy named Aaron Rodgers run the table and end up making the Super Bowl. Oh, under pressure. Risky pass on the road. He was right there.
Ball on their own 47.
3rd and 10. Case drops. He's sacked again. Ellis, his defense, and no damn well going for it.
Strong. It seems like he can bulldoze through these huge
and leave it up to the Jets to allow a big play down the field. First down. Drops up top. The Warriors is there. Delaney in and out of his hands. Thornhill gives the ball to Reyna. Reyna right up the middle.
Gives it up the middle.
And a 6 on him. Go to toss outside. Reyna first down and more. First down Gamblers. Hey, team is mainly known for throwing the football more than running. Vegas could be getting a running back in this upcoming draft, though. Drops. Well, he's sacked, but they got to focus on that, though. The offensive line. That's been a problem for him all season. The offensive line.
Great athletic, big pass rushing guys.
Handoff. Reyna got 6 on the play. At least he made up for the yards. 3rd and 11.
And the pigskin at the 16.
Best case scenario, they get 3. Best case scenario. It's a touchdown by Grumper. Touchdown Vegas.
Touchdown!
Touchdown Vegas. Doesn't get deflected or picked off for a second. Risky throw.
You know whose number they're going to call. He just has a way
Grumper,
of making
the tight end, good catch.
Even with defenders around him.
He leaped over him too. If he didn't leap over him, that's a pick. That is easily intercepted. The fact that again, this animation, bro. Caught it barehanded, mind you. and came down with it. The defender didn't even bother making a play on the ball. I'm surprised he even held on to that shit. Touchdown, Vegas. All right, here comes Mr. Butt Fumble himself, Mark Sanchez. He has LT.
It's 1st and 10.
Antonio Holmes, Braylon Edwards, and then there's himself. You got an already offensive line, too. Kyle T, first play of the game. Nearly ran.
Yard line by Harvey.
You gotta watch out for that. They're mainly gonna run the ball with LT. Unless they trust Mark Sanchez. Drops, looking.
Passes out to his right.
Yo, I'd say if they trust he drops, Bryant.
Dumps it out right.
Oh, that's incomplete.
Not able to make the count in 10.
Case drops.
Goes through his progression.
On a curl. Try to throw it in the rough.
Drops the short
On a curl.
Yeah, I think he would have needed a jackhammer to get that one in there. That was tight coverage.
The curl,
it's
the
now
curl.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
It's gonna be hard trying to throw to Darrell Reeves on that side. If he has any
Here comes the
time.
heat. Passes it over the
Caught by
middle of the
Patton.
field.
Shit, had to move out the pocket for a
By
second.
Jim Leonard.
Open it up down the field.
Now
He had
we
to step
have
up in
a
the
first
pocket. If he
down
didn't step up in the
and
pocket, he would have
10
gotten
to go.
sacked. Again.
Ball on their own 41.
Middle.
Going
Wide
down the
open.
middle with
Grumpert again. Grumpert, this is a first down. Grumpert.
That was a pretty pass.
Surveys the field.
Drops,
Passes
looking.
short right side.
Donald, good catch.
He does a good job to hang
foul.
on to the ball. Number 17 brings in his 50th catch of the season. Brings up second down and
They have
5.
time for one more play for the end of the quarter. Get off in time.
Looking for a
Drops.
man.
Is this a touchdown, Vegas?
Comes down.
Touchdown,
with it.
Vegas.
Touchdown.
At the end of the quarter. Touchdown, Las
Just a great
Vegas.
route that time.
Yeah, it looked like
No
New York.
way
New York's
that
gonna
he
be a
wasn't
one and
gonna
done
catch
team.
that football and
Sorry to
score
my
like that
city,
one. That
not
was
sorry to the
beautiful.
Jets. Good catch by Donald in the back of the end zone. Came down with it too. Good catch. Just to make this a 2-score game.
And he adds the point after.
It's a
We played
2-score
quarter.
game heading into the
score
second
is
quarter.
14-0.
14-0. Vegas is up against the New York Jets.
Bring him down.
That's second quarter.
The offense will start.
See, if Salt
at
Lake
the
won, we would have
21.
been able to go to their game
First
also.
down,
But Salt
10
Lake
to
had
go.
one job to do: beat Alaska and depend on the Colts losing. Both teams lost, and the Colts are in.
Delayed handoff.
How did Salt Lake lose to
Around the
the?
25-yard.
They lost 6-3. It was a defensive game.
It's
They
second
lost to
down
a
and
game-winning
6.
field goal. They lost to
Ball
a
on
game-winning
their
field
own
goal, bro.
25.
Yet again, both division games ended in 3 points, so that's kind of fair. But the fact that fucking Alaska,
He's
the
going
last
to his
lap to
right.
end the season,
Throws.
was picked off.
Holmes was his intended target.
That's good.
And looking at a 3rd and
I know
6
that's
right
that's
here.
gonna sting Salt Lake
Ball
for
on
a
their
good
own
minute, knowing that
25.
Alaska took them out the playoffs. In reality, all they had to do was win. Could have made up for the Vegas loss,
Steps and throws to the left side.
which brought down 4th and 2.
He's first down and 10.
First and
Ball
10.
on their own 45.
Number 6 already got into the end zone 2 times. Both for them last
coverage
quarter,
downfield.
obviously. He's
He
looking to
loads
start
up
off the
for the
quarter the way
deep
how
ball.
he ended with the Patton almost.
And the pass falls incomplete. Second down and 7 yards to go.
2nd and 10.
Ball on their
Case
own
is looking to
45.
repeat, have the same repeat for the first 2 drives of the game. Both of them getting touchdowns. And he's play action. Drops.
Looking
Up
down the
top.
field.
It's Strahan. He's wide open. First
Jim
down.
Leonard was there for the stop.
And that was no little bite either. That was sort of like you going after one of those T-bone steaks. He took a big old chomp.
Yeah, they gonna
big
need
gain
new
through the air
safeties.
sets up
They
the
gonna need new
offense
safeties.
with another first and
Yeah, y'all
10.
gonna need new safeties because y'all good on corners
Still
though.
looking for an open man.
Fucking the road
Buys some time in the
Revis. Y'all need safeties. Touchdown.
got it.
Touchdown,
Touchdown.
Strahan. Y'all need new safeties. Y'all need new safeties.
That's
Y'all
the
need
kind of pitch
safeties.
and catch
Y'all
you
need
just
safeties.
love
This is
to see in the
ridiculous.
NFL.
This is getting
And
ridiculous.
the difference is these quarterbacks' abilities to zip it into little tight spaces. And these
Because number
receivers
30,
don't miss.
whatever number 33 is, that nigga is not playing any. And number 36, them niggas ain't playing any type of defense. They're not playing any type of defense. Because ain't gonna hold you. I'm surprised this shit worked. Good post route. They ran into each other. He threw it right on the money. And mind you, he was, what? Oh, that was Camardi, right? Yeah, Camardi played press. Yeah, he was playing press too. That's the crazy thing. He was playing press. Then the safety tried to pick up. It didn't work. Still threw a dime. It still was a touchdown. When the Jets couldn't jet themselves out the playoffs, the Jets will remember that they always the Jets and find ways to lose. Like the Jets. Prime example right here. No defense. Actually, no nothing. Offense hasn't really gotten a good drive on besides like LT run to start off the game. Defense already allowed 3 touchdowns. Case had himself a revenge game. Not fully, because we all know who he wants to face. He wants New Mexico. He wants that rematch.
And from their own 25-yard line.
Oh no, a first down ball at the 25-yard line for Mark Sanchez and the New York Jets. Can they get something on the board in this wildcard playoff game? He slips. He throws a pick. Vintage Mark Sanchez. To Terrell, most likely your defensive rookie of the year.
He closed on the ball quickly and came up with the interception.
He took a risk going for the ball there because he didn't have any help
Salt Lake,
behind
why
him,
did you have to lose?
When you're that good at
why did you have to
closing
lose,
and
Salt Lake?
attacking the ball,
Just
you can
why?
certainly afford to gamble occasionally.
Drops.
It's amazing what
Under pressure before you threw that.
They line up at the 30.
I know I'm kind of crazy trying to test out the prime Darrelle Revis here, but okay.
Sacked
So you sacked again. Couldn't tight end, just him by himself.
Searching for an open man.
I don't know. Oh, he underthrew him. Threw a little higher. Didn't want the end zone. Whoa, 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 whoa,
I don't know
whoa,
if that's
whoa,
the guy I
whoa,
want
whoa,
to pick
whoa.
on third down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
Y'all know damn well we ain't going for it. Y'all know damn well we ain't going for it. Grumper, do I have you up top though? Grumper's been good though. Block, block, block. Just in case they blitz. In case they blitz. See, I knew it.
He's searching for a receiver.
He has no time. Had to
his
force
right.
it in
He
there. It's
picks
picked
it
off by
up.
Wilson. Had no time. Alright, fair.
Kyle Wilson picks off
Fair.
his first pass of the season.
Fair, fair,
It's
fair,
first
fair,
and
fair,
10.
fair, okay.
All on their own 36.
Shit, there was no time. Everyone was fucking covered. I should have picked a better play than just fucking verticals in that situation. So me,
Look out,
what's up?
heavy pressure on him. Takes the handoff and tackled immediately.
Hey, you being the initials, gotta go crazy, my boy. And call him no huddle, 2nd and 16. Realizing clock is not on their side. We're here. Call no huddle
The
again.
Jets aren't looking all that sharp at all right now in the passing
It's a
game.
thing.
I know
How
it's
did the
still
Patriots
early,
do bad
but
with
they
Jamal
have to be
Charles?
getting a little
Even though we kind
frustrated
of saw
with their
prime examples,
inability
their
to
defense,
attack
not
this
even,
defense.
not even. The offensive line though,
Looking.
picked
Fires
off.
it to the
According, that's another one.
It's
We got
intercepted.
McGaffey, whatever the fuck, got the ball. 2nd and 7, 2 minutes remain. 21-0 to score. Drops.
Surveys
Looking.
the
He's
field.
sacked
Running out of
again.
time. It's a quarterback sack.
Really? Really, Lon?
They're now looking at
They're
a
doing the
third
same
and
shit.
long
They're
after
doing the
sack.
same exact blitzes. They're doing the same exact blitzes. And you mean to tell me none of y'all can pick up on that shit? Look, it's the
Looking
same
for a man.
shit. It's the same blitz package.
He's
We're going up
tackled
against Rex Ryan here.
Out for 31. by
Dude,
Smith.
just gonna spam the same fucking blitz. And pray to God his defense do something. They about to blitz again.
Good coverage downfield.
Middle again.
Makes the throw
Trahan,
over the
good
middle.
catch.
He's dropped down. At
Poor
about
catch on
the
the 6 yards, 1
7-yard
touchdown.
line.
Good
by
shit.
Smith.
Like, we already know they don't have a fucking secondary. You already know they don't. Why not use side advantage? Donald was
Dumps
wide
it out
open.
left.
He walks in for 6.
He's in. Touchdown.
They don't
This
have,
one's
besides
getting out of
Darrelle
hand.
Revis. Who they got?
Complete
Who they got
disaster
besides
on the
Darrelle
field.
Revis? Who they got besides Darrelle Revis, bro? And now I'm even more pissed off the fact that Alaska fucking lost. If they won, we would have had 2 playoff games. But no! You could have had possibly Salt Lake versus Rhinos part 3. Could have had, well,
Number
we're
3
obviously going to
adds
have,
the
well,
extra
hopefully
point.
we have Vegas versus New Mexico, which probably is going to happen either next round or in the AFC Championship game. I'm hoping the AFC Championship game. That's a way better matchup. Rather have it
Number
for
3
a chance to
looks
go to the
ready to kick
Super
it
Bowl,
away.
literally, than rather than
Is
just,
deep,
alright,
looking
want to go to the
return
next round.
kickoff. Hard line.
Why, Salt Lake?
First down.
Why?
10 to
You could
go.
have had 2 nice wildcard teams. You and Vegas. But no, you lost to fucking Alaska.
Looks right.
I know I'm saying it now is a bad thing, but
Right
dude,
through his hands. He almost had the pick. Number 82.
my main
was the
focus for them is the
intended
offseason.
So they'll
That's
face
where
a
my main
2nd and
focus is
10.
going to be. My main focus
The
for them
ball
is the
is on their own
offseason.
26.
2nd and 10. Y'all main focus is the playoffs. I did all that fucking playoff push. I was pushing the playoffs for y'all.
He's brought down around the 33-yard line.
I was pushing for all 3 teams in the playoffs. They're in 2.
Third and short situation now. They'll need a couple
I don't think
of
it's
yards
possible.
to convert.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible for us to have 4 division teams in the fucking playoffs. I don't even think it's fucking possible.
They'll throw for
We
the
have all
first.
4. What the fuck? What the fuck?
What a catch!
What? Dude.
And he's tackled.
Who is the safety? Who is the safety? Who is the safety? Harvey. That was Harvey. Harvey. All you had to do, how the fuck do you fail to make a play on that? He gave you a pick. He threw an easy pickable ball. You didn't even bother paying attention. You allowed Braylon Edwards to make a play.
At about the 27.
And I love listening to the crowd when you see a catch like that. You go, hey! And everybody sort of in unison. They love seeing plays like
So
that.
they're at the 27 and the Jets could actually score. Well, they probably have a pulse until they actually do. Touchdown.
He powers into the end zone for it.
At 34 seconds, 2 timeouts, and they have to go, well, basically, a long way. Can they do that?
Still looking for
If
an
he
open
has
man.
time.
He's dropped, and that's a huge sack.
Darrell Revis on the corner blitz.
Obvious passing situation here on second
I
and
know I
long.
should have called timeout, at least use one of them. Or else I'll save this case we have a big play. I said it is the
Searching for an open man.
Jets. That's not a good play.
It's picked.
Bye, Smith.
It's
He
loose.
lost the ball
Las
and they
Vegas
got it back.
recovers
There's
it.
the Jets we know. And
Now
that
has
is the
2
Jets.
interceptions in this game.
It's amazing how much
That is the
quicker
Jets. That is
defensive
the
backs
Jets.
look
That's
to
the
be
Jets.
on
That's the
field
Jets. That's the
today
Jets.
than, say, 20, 25 years ago when I played. I think
That-
it was 25 years ago. Feels like about 105 years ago. But they have some great athletes out there right now.
Collinsworth, we'll talk about that later, but Donald just forced a fumble out. The Jets just pulled a jet and found a way to fuck up. They found a way to fuck up. We have the ball with 8 seconds left and 2 timeouts. We need a fucking miracle. We need a miracle. We need a absolute miracle.
It's first
Please
and
tell me the
10.
clock stopped. They might say he went out of
Ball on their own
bounds.
34.
The Thornhill throwing a pick and Donald gave us the ball back.
He's searching for a
And it ends up working because Trahan gets
And the
brought
tackle
down.
is made
And
by
time.
Jim Leonard.
1 second. You can get 3?
receiver. And it looks like the offense needs a timeout. And they'll have 1 timeout left. The field goal unit is on the field.
We'll just flat out kick it and go up 31-14.
He missed it.
What?
The kick had the distance, but sailed right.
What?
And as we head to halftime, the score is 28-7.
What? With Nick Folcom. Wow. Okay. Okay. So that happened. It's still a 3-score game. Why? Trahan just scored. But we're in. He was supposed to make that. He's supposed to make that. It pushed it to the right. It pushed it to the right.
And welcome back to New Jersey.
28-7 is the score.
Just about ready for the second half kickoff. It's fielded at the 2. puts
He
it on
lost the
ground.
ball, and
He
we're
picks it
taking
up.
this to the ice cream shop for a scooping. Damn. And Pup was hurt. Damn. Damn. Good shit though. Still left the game. What? I'm not even gonna get fucking excited because again, this is the Jets. They're gonna make plays like this. It's the Jets. It's the Jets. It's the Jets. I'm not surprised. But the fact that he got hurt though in that play because he got thrown. Damn, man.
They'll start this drive at the
Beautiful.
10.
In immaculate field position.
It's
So the
first
second
down
half.
and
First
goal.
and 10 from the 10. But they'll start off the second half. Literally just started and we already got the ball back. Touchdown, Trahan.
Comes down with it. Touchdown.
So under a lot of pressure, but Trahan caught it.
His quarterback has a tremendous understanding of what this defense is
Goose
trying
ribs.
to do to him. He's simply moving defenders around with his eyes.
I think this
and
could be the first
finding
playoff game we
open
just
guy.
flat
He
out
is
simulate
really
to the
playing
end.
beautiful football right now.
I mean, like I said, instead of going to Salt Lake to see what's going on with the Rhinos, it would be nice. It would have.
Jets have had a long
So they
day
had a
so
chance to
far,
make
and
this
if
a
they don't
two-score
make
game,
something happen
but
on
they
this
didn't
series,
because
well,
obviously special teams
you're gonna see
fumbled
these
and they
players
choked. Well,
getting
literally,
more and more
defense and
frustrated.
special teams both fumbled. Literally. And we're up by
They're gonna
scores
pitch it.
again.
Uh-oh,
And here comes
watch
LT. If you
When he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
2nd and 12 on the 50. In motion. Mark drops. Mark looks. Mark is
Looks to
sacked.
throw. It's a jailbreak. David Harris
All right.
was there for the stop.
So at this point, Case Thornhill and the Las Vegas Gamblers will be advanced to the next round. The question is who they're facing. Is it a rematch against New Mexico?
Surveys the field.
Or
Here's
perhaps...
the long bomb.
Wow, off his hands. Or perhaps
That
the number 2
incompletion
seed, that'd be in the
will bring up
Titans.
second down.
So either they go to Tennessee to take on the Titans, or they will take on New Mexico in a rematch. Middle.
Going deep toward the left
Donald,
sideline.
dot, first down.
He's brought down
363
around the
yards,
30-yard
5
line
touchdowns, 2
by
picks.
Smith. And so far in this one, as you can see, this player has been the impact performer of the game so far.
He's still in him. I mean, at this point, the game's over. Drops.
Looking for a
He
man.
slipped. He took a shot. Risky.
And the tackle was
Risky.
made
Grump
by
recorded.
Antonio
Are you
Cromartie.
okay? He got
Anytime
right
you-
back up. He got right back up. Thank God, because that was a shot. That was a shot. No, not that point of view. This point of view. Yeah, his point of view. Because I stepped up in the pocket because he got the pancake. Oh, he took a hit. He came off the edge. He took a hit. Still throw a dot. He still threw a dot even after taking a shot. Got right back up. And looked him dead in the face and said, "That's all you got, little ass nigga? That's all you got?"
Blitz, you're going to leave yourself a bit vulnerable in the secondary. Somebody's going to be open or at least have a little extra room
Basically
to
called him little
operate.
boy.
And if
Called
the
him,
offensive
alright,
line can pick
bet.
it up, you're in trouble.
Case drops. Tight
Has a
end.
man to his right.
Grumper, touchdown
He
again.
crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
Should we just simulate the rest of the game? Because they're already in the conference championship. Well, the next round. If it's New Mexico, then that's going to be very entertaining. That's going to be the Super Bowl right there.
And the point after is good.
Like, this rivalry is going to be equivalent to fucking Runaway Steelers, Ravens, and also Cowboys versus Dallas. 2nd and 10, ball on the 28. Unless Mark Sanchez throws a pick here, then I guess I'll keep on playing.
Tomlinson
Good hit by
takes
Harvey.
a handoff.
It is just so difficult for offensive lines to account for the safety.
They're 1 and 5 on
Typically,
third
that's
downs.
the one free runner that you have. And if you have a top flight
Salt Lake
safety
was a
back
better
there
team
that
than
can
this.
come in and make those
But the reason why
kinds
they're
of
in because of the
plays, it really
division
helps
games, and he threw another pick. And I'll let it be a pick 6 now, Buff Fumble.
Down
What a
inside
bounce.
the 30. What a game this rookie is having.
Patton has scored, right? Patton hasn't scored yet, has he? Patton hasn't scored. Has he?
Under
He
heavy
has
pressure.
time. He slipped.
They get to him in the pocket and bring him down for the sack.
He slipped. He slipped. He slipped. I wanted to see if Patton scored. I think Patton didn't score. Hasn't scored yet. I'm trying to give him the ball before we release. Ah,
downfield.
shit. Good throw. Down out of bounds.
Number 6 has passed for 400 yards in this game.
Again, it's the Jets. The fact that you guys somehow, someway made the playoffs is astonishing to me. The fact that the Jets won the AFC East. That's not even a fucking sentence. That shouldn't even be a sentence.
Still looking for an open man.
Oh, shit.
He drops the easy pick. Number 80 was his intended target.
Like, that shit is very hard to say. The Jets won the AFC East over the Patriots? Fuck no. But, unfortunately, it's the
Searching
reality.
for an open man.
Well, in
He's
this
got it.
reality, not in real life.
Touchdown.
We all know that's not gonna happen. All right, touchdown Donald. He's thrown for 51. Oh wow. Oh wow, he's broken the record for most touchdowns in the season. Oh wow. No, that still goes to Levi, right? Don't Levi still have that record? Oh, hold it for serious.
Extra point is good.
Well, I'm gonna be. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. The game's over. It's mainly gonna be me whooping their ass. Mark Sanchez, they get stopped again, and then fucking we get the ball back and we keep on scoring, and then more Jets fans will lose in heartbreak, knowing damn well this is what they expected in this matchup. You know, damn well the team wasn't really that good, and that they had Mark Sanchez, and they weren't bound to go to a fucking Super Bowl. So, I mean, to each their own. To each their own. At least they got here. Unlike some people, Salt Lake. So we're just gonna simulate the rest of the game. Why not? Nothing for us to do. See, at least them find ways to score. So at least they scored. At least they did that. At least they did that. Game over. Game over. So they advance. Las Vegas will advance, and they will go to the divisional round to take on either the Titans or
the end of this one,
the New Mexico City Flames.
Stats are next. And let's
Case
take a look
Hill,
at
477 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2
of the
picks.
game.
What a game. Played a game on Darrell Revis. Oh, got past Darrell Revis and wide open up top. God. Late got brought down, it was almost 6. Oh man. The Jets are jetting. That is all. Like, I don't know how. Like, again, I'm still mad at Salt Lake. Payne was hurt. I didn't know that, but I'm gonna tell you this right here and now. Peyton Manning was hurt for a good minute. Salt Lake could have easily snuck in. But I think those 2 losses against New Mexico, man, that blown lead on Monday night, that almost near comeback against New Mexico to start off the season, if they at least won one of those games, they would have been good. They would have actually, like, they could have deadass taken that loss. They could have taken that loss against Alaska and be like, all right, at least we're in the playoffs. And the pressure would have to been more on Las Vegas because Las Vegas has actually beaten New Mexico. So it was more pressure on Salt Lake than it was on Vegas because Vegas won the division. They were still going to be in the playoffs. But again, that game was huge because the winner of that game ended up being in the playoffs and not having to really depend on the following week because Vegas lost last week and still managed to get in. Unlike the Rhinos, all they had to do was win and they snuck in over the fucking Colts. But in terms of passing yards, I mean, this is straight domination. One team showed up, the other team were the Jets. So, yeah, there's that. Like I said, one team showed up, the other team was just the Jets. 22 for 34, 477 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 picks. What a game. Reyna barely carried the ball, but at least ran for a touchdown. Donald, look at him at a peeping over 100 yards. Patton he only had 1 catch for no yards. He didn't, because he had the Raw Revis on him. So we had to go to Don, we had to go to Trahan, we had to go to Grumper because he had the Raw Revis on him. So that's fair with the Raw Revis guarding him. Oh, you guys a lot of sack. They got working offensive linemen this whole season, man. But that's Vegas' main concern. Because I feel like they also gonna draft the running back. But like I said, I kind of figure how I'm gonna do the all season video and a special style where we talk about all 4 teams. So other than that, the game is over. The Jets are going home. They are a one and done team. If y'all expected the Jets to actually go on a run, you are a madman. I mean, come on, let's be for real here. Do we really think the Jets were actually gonna make a run for a second? Do we actually gonna sit there and say, oh, the Jets can make a run and go all the way to the Super Bowl? If you have a brain, you know that's not going to happen. Jets are eliminated. Let's see what happens. Or we get in the matchup. Ooh, the rematch is next. All right. The rematch is next. League schedule. That should be the main event. I feel like, yeah, I ain't going to hold you. Winner of this game wins the Super Bowl. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's be honest here. I know I made the Cardinals a good team because I had a Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates along with Larry Fitzgerald. I know I did that. But let's be very honest here. Whoever wins this game between the Gamers and the Flames is most likely gonna win the Super Bowl. And we're doing the same thing we did in that Week 17 matchup and in the end of the first matchup. We're playing as both teams and see what's gonna happen when the game's on the line. Whoever has the ball first is gonna win. Will Reggie get bounced out in his first? Will Reggie and Douglas get bounced out in their first playoff game as the Gamblers seek revenge? Or will the Gamblers lose back-to-back times to New Mexico? New Mexico will prove to Vegas why they are the true kings of the AFC. Next episode, New Mexico, Las Vegas. This is basically the Super Bowl. Winner go home, round 3. Let's do this. See you guys next episode. Like, it's gonna be a good one.